once more before the great elf tree. And other than my talking, maybe my breathing, just the sounds of nature coming back to life. And a background hum of humanity and technology. So I'm up at Langdon Hills, Wesley Heights, and had a walk around because I had some unexpected free time. I can't really remember, though I probably have. I just sort of, forgotten about it or just re-amazed by the effects of winter and the coming of spring, to see things in a way that it's a beautiful area. And in one of the little videos I took while I was out in the woods, one of the things I didn't really say is that when you're out in the woods, even though it's like a 10-minute walk to get into the woods, it's like the real world is turned down to one or half of one. And occasionally, other than a hum in the background, you might get a plane overhead which, takes you to one or maybe two of the world's volume, or the, I don't know, society's volume, technology's volume. Because other than that, it's away from you. You are in nature. You can feel and appreciate being a part of it, which is really special. In particular, I feel quite energized by it, at peace in some ways. The interesting thing, and this is that sort of, I'm sure I've probably seen it before but not really taken as much notice of it, but spring is starting to stir. There are also signs of quite a harsh winter. I mean, I know we've had strong winds and that. There were, however, trees that have come down that have been there for a long time. I mean, if you look at the photos that are probably going to be attached to this video, or the other video that will be sort of tail-ended onto this while I was in the woods, they are tall trees. However, obviously, it is on a hill in what is generally quite a flat area. So when strong winds come, obviously the trees in particular are going to take some battering. I mean, there are still trees that are in a state of decay that were toppled during the Great Storm of '87, which is featured in the as a catalyst point in the Black Alchemist. Not Langdon Hills itself, but the storm and Essex and Kent feature critically to the story in that book. But I'm not making a video about that book. I've already done that. But yeah, seeing the aftermath of a harsh winter with the promise of fresh green growth, it's really seeing the woods quite laid bare, in ways that what normally springs to mind for my memories of being up here is just lush green sort of foliage, leaves on the trees, and the sounds of the animals and that. Whereas it's stripped back bare. That doesn't make it less beautiful. It's just a different stage of the yearly cycle. And you get to see things really that, the leaves would, normally hide up. I don't know, it's like seeing it naked in a way that, isn't necessarily right or you feel uncomfortable about, but there's still the need to apply some wisdom of that this is nature and it is fantastic. And walking through the woods and seeing sort of some of the damage that's been done. There's been some coppicing done as well, which obviously is a necessity, I feel. I'm just reminded to some extent that while my wife and I may only make the contributions we can to the Woodland Trust, every little helps, and sort of havens like this, natural havens like this, need to be preserved. They are integral to, I feel, what it is to be human and to be a part of the world. I hope in many ways, I may have said this before in a video, that a lot of people have reconnected to this feeling because of the pandemic, and perhaps if there is one good thing to come of the pandemic, it's that people were able to reconnect with nature that they may otherwise have forgotten about or been driven away from due to pressures of a modern life. Additionally, I do want to say as well, is because you see it go circulate every so often, the meme of a photo of the Northman with the runes saying, "Get off your damn phone." And while I was walking amongst the woods, taking photos with my phone, I was, I don't know, gifted with the wisdom, if you like, that it's not get off your damn phone so much as use your tools wisely. We don't always do that, and I am no different, not at all. I do not claim to be some sort of guru and sort of condemn you for your uses of technology and that. I use technology all the time. I'm a gamer. So I hook into technology on a regular basis. It is important to use your tools wisely and remember that we are a part of this world, and to walk amongst it, to breathe it in, to feel it, sort of that crunch underfoot of, old leaves or sort of foliage that's been sort of cut back and is now sort of decaying, making space for fresh growth. Just everything really is a sensation, and we shouldn't take it for granted, because if we turn our backs, there's bastards out there that'll rip it down or destroy it, and that is a great shame. So if you do something this weekend, because, you know, spring is on its way back, and, you know, I'm not about to say that it's just that sort of t-shirt weather, although some people love that sort of thing, or wear shorts whatever time of the year. Even if it's for an hour, just take the opportunity to find somewhere local to you. Just find that space and feel that peace that sort of being there can bring. Well, that's enough sort of preaching. Thank you for listening, if you've listened, and I will see you soon in the next few videos that'll be coming out. Cheers.